Under a new agreement, the U.S. will gain access to 4 more Philippine military bases, in addition to the 5 the U.S. already uses. The U.S. has put aside over $82 million to upgrade the infrastructure at the Philippine bases.
I just want to be clear that we're not seeking permanent basing in the Philippines.
While the locations weren't announced, Philippine officials in November announced that the U.S. asked for access to military camps in Luzon, in the northern part of the Philippines, which is close to Taiwan.
The Philippines is also setting up their own Marine littoral regiments, which will use BrahMos missiles from India, which will have about a 200-mile range. So you can imagine scenarios in which these capabilities are useful in ranging Chinese vessels, doing an amphibious landing of Taiwan, or blockading the island.
The Philippines could also grant the U.S. access to bases in Palawan along its western coast to help respond to disputes in the South China Sea.
Modernizing that alliance, networking it more with the Japanese and the Australian alliances, fits perfectly into this U.S. overall strategy of leaning more heavily on its allies and making those alliances more equal.
China said the U.S. move undermines regional stability and raised tensions in the region. China is now the Philippines' largest trading partner, and there are concerns the move could prompt Chinese economic retaliation.
I think this is where the Philippines will have to work with other countries in ASEAN to make sure that there would be some kind of support, from other countries in ASEAN as the Philippines try to do its share in terms of keeping stability in a more turbulent region.
U.S. troops!
There is some citizen opposition to an increased military presence in the region. Many protesters say an increased military presence threatens to surrender Philippine sovereignty to the United States. Chris Casquejo, VOA News, Washington.